Heart House is important because there's no greater gift than we can give to ourselves than to know ourselves and to come from the inside out. We can't really love someone else until we love ourselves. So if we're walking around feeling bitter about ourselves or thinking we're not good enough and we're acting out on other people, we're really just in ourselves judging or criticizing our own self. So if we can learn how to identify our own behaviors and our feelings and why we're operating the way we are, we can curb the appetite for that. We can curb our stress level. Well, I can't honestly tell you that there's not another school or center or home out there that doesn't offer what we offer. I just haven't been to one. So the preschools or the learning centers or the offices that I've sat in to shadow children or to witness children in that kind of environment seem to me more about academics, more about saying sorry when they've done something wrong. I haven't really been to a place where I've witnessed children really being seen for who they are, being stopped in a moment to have to really negotiate or problem solve or surrender or self-reflect to another person, to what they know about themselves or why they're acting the way they're acting. I think there's such a heavy importance put on intelligence, which is important. I mean, it's very important to learn how to read and write, but I just don't think there's anything more important than social and emotional growth. So the Heart House is just trying to raise the bar on intelligence.
So why is it important to catch it early?
Well, I didn't catch it early, so I've spent a lot of years trying to figure myself out. I'm imagining it's really important to catch it early for the simple fact that it's going to be really nice to go through life happy and healthy and free. And I think when we're bottled up with struggles or not being able to solve problems, not being able to self-reflect, not being able to repair relationships, we're not happy. We're suffering. The program for pre-kindergarten is set up as a tribe. We're all working together on the same thing. And we're all working together to be the best human beings we can be, which starts with compassion and empathy. So we care about how we're acting, and we're caring about how we're treating other people. So, and that's the goal of the tribe. So it's not a typical preschool as you will day. The kids come, we have a few things set up, and while they're maybe listening to some classical music with a teacher and they're identifying what sounds they hear and what the sounds make them feel like, and another child is saying, I don't hear that, or I don't think you're right, we stop what we're doing in every moment that something comes up to let everybody be heard and let everybody understand why the interaction you just had with another person caused what's happening in the moment. Mm-hmm. So everything's about in the moment.
What will these children learn most importantly?
Well, what Julia and I are hoping they learn most importantly is that they're good, that they're valuable, that they're beautiful, that what they think and what they have to say and how they're feeling is important. And they can learn how to do that from a place where they're loving themselves enough that while they're interacting with other people, they're lifting people up and they're willing to lift up. Like there's no struggle to be right or to be better or to be heard. That mostly it's just to have empathy and compassion for other people. If you get a really good solid foundation, young, of who you are, then what everybody else thinks of you isn't what's mattering to you. It's what's going on inside of you that you know best. Mm-hmm. So you're walking around the world unzipped and raw. You're not hiding. You're just acting who you are. Mm-hmm. And you can learn that you're still okay if the teacher doesn't call your name. And you're still okay if you don't get the best seat in the classroom. And you're still okay if someone grabs the ball from you. And you're still okay if you don't do that well on a test, or you can't read as great as the person sitting next to you.
Do you think it's harder to be a kid now, today? Or has it always been the same?
Well, I don't know. It was hard for me to be a kid. I didn't have many lessons, and I didn't have, I changed schools a lot. And I didn't know how to make things matter. I knew how I was feeling, but I didn't know what to do with how I was feeling. So I'm not sure if it's harder or not. But what I do see is there's such an importance placed on how much you know educationally and how fast you know it. And from my experience over the past 18 years working with children, what's missing is not what you need to know to take the test. It's how to ground yourself enough to want to study for the test.